Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
Ball carry.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
And 3 yards to go.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw is Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Dalvin Cook.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down, Vikings.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. Cook with a first down and much more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. That made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be, a much more physical team that complemented their defense.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Oh, going for Jefferson down. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He may try and run for, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Bears nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
54, right there, 54, Mike. Coming to you, Alert, 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 alert. 54, Mike 54. Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag, watch the flag.
Here's Trubisky. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
5 at the 30-yard line.
Let's go, D.
This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
He was brought down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
18.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Viking ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second
To throw, Cousins.
37-yard line.
That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Dalvin Cook.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Third down.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson down. And this is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Is good.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now 14-0.
Bears nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Show it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And that'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one.
That's caught inside the 20.
Greatest show on earth, baby.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. B.C. Johnson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Score, Vikings 21, Bears 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Second and 10. It's Trubisky again.
And they'll go back to Robinson. This time he's got it.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he finds Stills, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
7.
Right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. It's caught. Stills, right side. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
At the 14-yard line. And 5.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
Trubisky to throw again. Flushed out right. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Cordero Patterson scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Bears draw a bit closer. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch.
Oh, going for Jefferson down.
He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
A good run there by Cook on first down, powering his way forward, a gain of 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Cousins to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Eddie Goldman with a sack. Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw, finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
54 is Mike. 54. 18. Watch 54. Watch 54. Yo. Move. Check the backer.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Hands up. Here we go. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Yeah. Right there, 54.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Vikings' 35-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Patterson. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
34-yard line.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cordero Patterson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Vikings 24, Bears 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play.
Vikings.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. And that one will fall incomplete.
Cousins pass.
Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. To credit that sack to Robert Quinn.
A loss of 11 yards. And it's 4th down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Cousins steps away to his left. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No, 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 no. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted.
The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it.
There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Vikings 31, Bears 21.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Anthony Miller.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Let's go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
Here comes Abdullah on the return.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. but they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2nd and 2 at the Bears' 39-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun, it's Cousins, escaping the pressure right.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Bears 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them, Mike.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Robert Quinn, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day.
They go play action with Trubisky. On the left side, this is Stills. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
16 more on that one and another first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
54. Mike 54. You ain't going nowhere.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Bears first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Again, it's Trubisky. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Right there. Lock in. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, ball.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. Throw left side, taken in by Miller.
Trubisky's pass.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
It's third down and 6.
On third down, Trubisky. And he finds Stills, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 more on that one and another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Still
chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
yards. That's another Bears first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Trubisky to throw again. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Back at the 5-yard line now. Second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Trubisky to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Now Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky, his third touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Is good. Makes the score Vikings 38. Bears 28. Eddie Pinheiro.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's third and short.
It's third down and 3 yards to go.
Working out of the gun, Cousins flushed out right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
Right there, 54, right there, right there. 54 Mike. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Completion left side to Miller. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check that.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky going deep here for Stills. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
Now it's Trubisky. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 4, and it gets them the first.
10 at the 49-yard line.
54. Mike 54.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Right there on the coverage to knock that ball away was Mike Hughes.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. We got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Forced out to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last season, makes the stop.
2nd and 5.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing here, Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Cousins to throw. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Trubisky to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Miller. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, Patterson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
18-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Kickoff for Chicago.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. Now Cousins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Cousins. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. He was going for the tight end, Nick Vanette. And that'll make it 3rd down. Here's Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them. An absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
Vikings 38. Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Tonight's final score, Bears 45.
Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that, because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for Chicago, the win form is number 6 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it's just their 2nd loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I heard the flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, it's Sunday, we got a brand new vibes, yeah. You friend smart, but my boy's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another thing, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what we have. I'm just telling you the truth. I heard the flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant, look, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment, energy up, my body burning. My stomach keep on turning, stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it, you gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, baby. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find out. Say I got sex appeal. I think it's cause I work got a gun. I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit, we on track for the win. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did that splash?